Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to a really exciting one but also a really important one. If you only watch one video inside of Matchwise Premium, let it be this one because it is super important and it makes everything else make sense. So this is the 1k a month blueprint, and it's going to show you how to build consistent 1,000 plus profit months using matched betting without risking any of your own money, which is the key here of matched betting. It's risk free. So a few important points about matched betting before we get started. Number one, it's 100% risk free, so there's no way to lose money if you do it right and follow the strategy correctly. It's 100% tax free, so all the profit is yours. So if you're making £1,000 a month, which by the end of this you're going to know how to do, you're keeping £1,000 a month, which is really beautiful. And when you get into things like maybe using that money for investments and stuff, it can be really powerful, but we'll get into that another time. And also it's 100% legal, which is always good. So what this blueprint actually is and what it isn't, this is not a step-by-step guide on how matched betting actually works. We've got all the technical guides, all the walkthroughs and the frequently asked questions already in the Discord, in the guides and the FAQs channel. So those channels are really important, so don't forget them. This blueprint is the strategy, and it's more important than any individual guide because it shows you how everything fits together. And we're going to go through where to start with matched betting, how to progress, and how can you make realistically at a minimum £500 a month, but we're aiming for £1,000 plus profit months without getting overwhelmed. Most people struggle with this, not because matched betting doesn't work. It does work, it's literally just maths and a strategy, but it's because they don't know what to focus on or when. And it's fair enough, because when you join this Matchwise Premium Discord, there's so many channels and it's all just like it hits you at once. So like, where do you start? How do you attack this? This is what this is for. I wish I had this when I first started match betting, because it would have made things a lot easier to understand. All you need is your phone, or a laptop, and access to our Matchwise Premium Discord. So there we go. You're watching the video walkthrough now. But before you ask any questions in the actual group, please make sure you've first of all been through this guide. You're watching it now, but also go through the guides channel and the FAQs channel, because more often than not, the question you're asking has been answered in there before. We do tend to have a lot of the same sort of questions asked, which is okay, and I never want you to be scared to ask a question. Always ask loads of questions, it's good, but it's going to be better for you to check there, because that's where like the whole guide is. It's going to be so much easier to understand than sort of just like a quick explanation. So it saves us time and it saves you time as well. So yeah, if you ever stuck, go to those channels. They're going to be important. So let's get into it. Phase one, the sign-up offers. This is where everyone should start, regardless of if you're completely new and never done any bookmaker sign-ups before, or you've already done a few. Still start here. This is because it's the easiest way to make your first big chunk of profit, and most importantly, the best place to learn the fundamentals of matched betting, which is going to be super important. If you've never signed up to any bookmakers before, lucky you, you're sitting on a gold mine, and this can easily make you over £800 in guaranteed profit. And obviously it's risk-free, so it is guaranteed profit. So if you sign up, and if you sign up to some bookmakers already, don't worry. I assure you, you probably haven't done all of them, because there's so many low-key bookmakers that you haven't heard of. Like, have you done the net bet sign-up offer? Have you done the, I don't know, bet target sign-up offer or whatever? And even in the very unlikely case that you sign up to every single one, doesn't really make sense, you should still go through these guides, because they are so important in getting you comfortable with the technique of matched betting. Don't skip them, even if you think you know what you're doing. Just at least go through them and understand them. It's how you learn how to place back and lay qualifying bets, and how to turn free bets into guaranteed profit. And everything is going to build on this, which is so important. So how long does this phase actually take? It's going to depend on how much time you put in your bankroll, which is basically how much money you have circulating in your bookmaker accounts and your exchange to lay things, and just how fast you want to do it, how much time you want to put in. But if you wanted to go really fast, you could do all the sign-ups in 2 weeks, but I'd say a normal pace is probably like 4 or more weeks. There's no rush, honestly. This is important as well. You don't need to finish all of the sign-ups before moving on to the next step, which I'm going to go into. Once you've signed up to a few of the big ones, maybe like Bet365, William Hill, Sky, you can begin phase 2 alongside the sign-up offers. So the channels to use for the sign-up offers for phase 1 are going to be the guides channel, the FAQs channel. All the guides you need are in there, and the sign-up offers channel, which sort of walks you through each offer step by step. That's really important. The bets to use, in the guides will tell you how to use that channel, and the match betting calculators channel, again, the guides will explain how to take advantage of that channel. Excuse me. So phase 2 now, beginner reloads. This is where the profit becomes repeatable, and this is actually where most of the profit comes in. Most of the profit from match betting comes after the sign-up offers, which is a big misconception. So many people just do the sign-ups, make their £800 and stop, but that's a big mistake, because most of the profit comes after. So you're doing these offers after the sign-ups without needing any free bets from sign-up offers. So what are beginner reloads? What sort of things are included in that? First of all, the main one is going to be boost alerts. These include standard boosts like Bet365 Super Boost, for example, and sort of added on boosts like the Bet365 25% boost on Bet Builders, or the William Hill 25% boost on Bet Builders. So for example, going back to what I was saying about kind of doing them alongside the sign-ups is the best way to do it. So start the sign-ups, and maybe once you've done a few, start dabbling in boosts. So maybe you've already signed up to Bet365, and then you see in the boost alerts channel, there's an alert for a super boost, and you've gone through the guide in the guides channel on boosts, which is there, and you just lock it in and make £3 or £6 profit, and just, you know, start trying it and testing things out. Boosts are so powerful because they're fast, simple, low effort and consistent. I still do boosts on a daily basis, and so does basically every match better, because they're just a great offer to take advantage of. They all add up over time. Yeah, and the next one is special offers, the only other sort of reload offer in the beginner reload ones. These are going to be similar to sign-up offers, so bet and get offers, very similar to the sign-up offers, but just on a repeat basis. Basically, they add up over time, same as the boosts. So those are the two offers in phase 2. How this fits in with phase 1, which is the sign-up offers. So work through the sign-up offers, and then also start looking at boosts as they appear, and like sort of slowly, gradually transitioning from sign-ups to boosts and special offers. They should overlap naturally, as I said. So typical monthly profit from these boosts and special offers, between £200 and £500 plus, can be so much more, like well over £1,000, depending like on whether it's a big month or the big sporting event. Maybe it's Cheltenham or whatever, it's going to be a lot more than that. But I don't know, at a fair range of, if people don't want to put in too much time, £200 to £500 a month pretty easily for not much time, like, I don't know, 30 minutes a day. It does vary a bit. So yeah, that's already a pretty solid side income just from like the first 2 steps. And these are the channels you're going to use for phase 2. So these are the boosts. The boost alerts is where most of the boosts are going to be, and then these are sort of like specific boosts for the Bet365 Bet Builder boost, which is really profitable, and the William Hill 25% boost as well. Then you've got the special offers channel. That's what it looks like in the Discord. And as always, the guides and FAQs are going to be so important. So now we're moving on to phase 3, advanced reloads. This is where the profits start getting bigger and bigger, and more lucrative the offers are getting here. You don't need to do everything here. Most successful members are going to pick 1 or 2 strategies from this list I'm going to go through and stick to them. I would say just have a go at all of them to begin with, at least understand how they work, put a couple of them on. You might not like them, you might like them. So some types of advanced reloads. 2-ups can be absolutely huge when they land, like easily over £1,000 in profit if one of them lands and your stakes are high enough. It's sort of the offer type of where you put on loads for like a small qualifying loss, and then eventually one comes in of both back and lay, and like the profit is absolutely huge. Next up, Sky Aka Freeze, which is similar to 2-ups, where if it does come in, the profit is absolutely huge, easily over £1,000 from a single freeze. So, you know, if you're talking the £1,000 a month blueprint, you only need like 1 2-up or 1 Aka Freeze a month, and you've cleared that already. Next up is ARBs. ARBs are basically where the bookmaker has boosted the odds, but not on purpose. They're just sort of like the back odds are higher than the late odds, so they haven't actually boosted the odds. I don't know why I said that, but if you're a beginner, I would just stay away because they can be bad for account health. We've got an account longevity guide as well that will go into that in more detail. Next is introp offers. These can be extremely profitable if you know what you're doing, and definitely more for like advanced members, because you can do these after like you've been through all of your like bookie accounts online. people that have been doing match betting for years and years often do use in-shop offers because they can be great. Next up, casino offers. Again, very profitable. I guess it's not strictly match betting because you're not using a lay, but definitely extremely profitable and more or less risk-free. It uses this thing called expected value. So, you know, you can't guarantee profit, but it is basically going to make you profit. Some people literally just do casino offers and can easily make 2K a month. Yeah, it's another good offer to add to your arsenal. So these are the channels for sort of phase 3, the 2-Ups channel, ACA-Freeze channel, in-shop offers channel, the casino offers and casino guides channel, ARBs, and then as always, guides and FAQs to actually teach you how to do it and how you make money from all these strategies. Because if you just see the alerts, you're not going to have any idea how to make money from it. So, what 1K a month from match betting actually looks like in practice. There is no single correct style. Like, so many people are going to have a different style of how they get to 1K a month. Member A mainly does boosts and special offers from the phase 2 beginner reloads, occasionally does 2-Ups and makes a steady £700 to £1,000 a month in profit. But member B does the occasional boost but mainly focuses on 2-Ups and ACA-Freezes, and he or she only needs 1 or 2 big wins per month to clear £1,000 in profit. So there's different strategies of like what you like. Maybe you just love the thrill of doing 2-Ups and potentially getting that big win, or maybe you just like the consistent profit of boosts, whatever. Have a play around with it, see what you like. Time commitment. This is just an average. It's going to differ again depending on big events or whatever, but weekdays maybe half an hour in the evening or something, because in like winter anyway, on the football season, there's going to be games in the evening like 8 o'clock, where normally a lot of the profit in the boost and stuff comes available around an hour before kickoff, maybe 2 hours before kickoff. Weekends tend to be more busy, so maybe a bit longer, but you don't have to do this. There's no right or wrong answer, but this is just sort of like a typical amount. Some weeks are quieter, some weekdays or weekends are busier when there are bigger sporting events, like for example Cheltenham. There's going to be loads of offers and loads of profit to be made, so maybe if you could put more time in then, that's going to be better. But the key thing is it doesn't have to be a full-time job. You know, I've made tens of thousands of pounds from match betting whilst being a student. A lot of people have a job alongside it. Some people in the group do match betting full-time, but it doesn't have to be that. Why most people don't reach £1,000 a month? 2 main reasons. Number 1, they get frustrated too early. Match betting does have a learning curve, and at the start things are going to take longer. You're going to have to double check everything, but later on, like the same amount of profit is going to take far less time. I can go through a sign-up offer in, I don't know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, but when I first started, it probably would have taken me, I don't know, 2 hours, an hour to go through one sign-up offer or to just place the qualifying bet. So if you stick with it, the effort decreases while the results are going to stay the same or even increase. And number 2, why people don't reach 1K a month is they burn their accounts too quickly and get restricted. So rushing, spamming offers or using risky techniques are going to lead to early restrictions. And this is why the account longevity system, which I was talking about before, is so essential. It's another really important document and guide that is so important. One well-managed set of bookmaker accounts, you should realistically aim to make well over £10,000 in profit over time. I know this because I've done it myself and many members have done this. The key difference is maintaining bookmaker account health in reaching these kind of numbers. Again, see this system guide. But this guide is how profit scales, but the account longevity system is how profit actually lasts. So scaling past 1K per month, absolutely possible with match betting, and it can be done using this technique called multi-accounting. All I'd say is I'm not advising you to do this, but many match bettors do it. But it comes with additional potential risk. We have another guide on that goes into those risks, and it needs a very specific setup. Just, I don't know, a little bit of why not. I know of people that have made well over 6 figures in profit from matched betting. You do hear some crazy numbers, but the key here is they haven't done that in a matter of 2 years. They've done that over a matter of a very long time, like potentially even decades. And like, if you are consistent with it, those are the kind of numbers you can reach. Am I telling you you're going to make 6 figures from matched betting? Absolutely not. Majority of you are going to make like a few £1,000s, hopefully above £10,000. But you know, if you don't stick to it that long, at least a few £1,000s. But just showing you that it is possible. Like, if you do love match betting, there are ways you can make that kind of money. But yeah, if you want more detail on that, head over to the FAQs channel. But I would recommend utilizing your accounts to their full capabilities first before you even consider something like that. Some final notes: you don't need to do every single offer type to make £1,000 a month. Everyone makes mistakes, don't let them dishearten you. I personally have made mistakes with match betting that have cost me, I don't know, £300, £400 that I've lost from my own mistakes. It's nothing to do with match betting. Match betting is a foolproof strategy. The mistakes are just like me forgetting to lay something, or me not getting my lay match and stuff like that. So mistakes happen to everyone, but don't let them dishearten you, because I promise if you're consistent, the wins and the profits are literally just gonna like crowd out the mistakes 100 to 1. And often sometimes you make mistakes with match betting and it ends up going your way and you end up actually making money from your mistakes. I'm not telling you this is what is going to happen all the time, but I would guess that I've made more money from my mistakes than I've lost. Just where like maybe, I've forgotten to lay something and maybe it's actually the bet's actually won and I've actually made money. Or sometimes in match betting it's not really a mistake, but you can get double wins of both back and lay winning. So just don't let the mistakes dishearten you. We've all been there where maybe something has happened like out of our control and we forgot to lay it, or something crazy happened with the rules. Don't let it dishearten you, keep going. So follow this structure, protect your accounts as best you can, see the account longevity system. It's going to be so important for that. Stay consistent, so key. The most profitable matched bettors are the ones who can do this for the longest time. Cannot stress this enough. There's no point spamming out loads of stuff in 2 months, making £2,000 in profit and then calling it quits. I guess if you really wanted to, you could do that. But if you want to make, a lot more than that, 10 times that amount, then doing small amounts for a longer time are going to be so much more valuable. So here we have it, the 1K a month blueprint, starting with the sign up offers, then transitioning to the beginner reloads, sort of whilst doing the sign up offers. Then we move to advanced reloads. And hopefully we get to our £1,000 profit per month. And then also we've got the optional scaling of multi-accounting as well there. So the next step, when you're ready, head over to the guys channel, look at the match betting basic section. So there's a couple bits of like what match betting actually is, how laying actually works. And then head to the sign up offers channel, because that's going to walk you through your first sign up offer of how it works. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting. It's really exciting to have this all laid out, because as I said, if I had this when I started match betting, it would have made things so much easier, because it is super overwhelming seeing all these channels. What do they do? Where do I start? So hopefully that gives you a bit of insight of what your goal actually is and what your sort of progression looks like to making £1,000 per month from match betting.